Good morning, everyone. Yes, I'm still sick. If anybody's been watching the videos, about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, I was in the same position. Being around people suddenly has its consequences for me. Yes. No, I'm usually not around people. This is okay. I have re-entered society per se, which comes with all its, why are you people nuts? Why don't you stay at home with your sick children and all that, right? Don't go and infect other people like me. Okay. Every time after stuff like this happens, I'm going, I'm not going to let, if they say, or I'm going to, well, here's the problem. You got to ask ahead of time. How healthy is your whole family right now? No, do not bring them with a runny nose, this or that. No, nope, not going to do it. I have that choice as well. So can I blame someone else out there for being sick again now and trying to get over it? And I've already had my antibiotic tea. Yes, the one with the avocado seeds. Because it has gone into my head. Yes, it has. I can tell. Thankfully, it's not in my lungs. Yes, but it's definitely gone into my head. And I'm just snotting. Anyway, okay, where is my snot rag? Don't know. I need to blow my nose. Ah! Oh, here it is. Oh, yes. Yeah, this is cheaper than... All right. All the stuff coming out of my brain. Well, so it is, right? Yes. Oh, why don't I take some? Believe me, the temptations are over there in the house. Oh, there is Dayquil, there is Tussin, there is... I can't take that kind of stuff and take care of a little one because it knocks me out. Yes, that's... that. To just kind of go through it and drink the tea and do this and do that and try to rest as much as I can, which Daddy over there taking care of the little one right now, who's also getting sick. Okay, all right. He's also sick, by the way. Everybody here is sick. But we're all fighting through it. I've been making meals. Yeah, one thing when you're sick like this, I made a soup with chicken broth the day before yesterday. And yesterday I made the Alpler macarona, which is my, we also call it Christina's favorite food, my oldest one, which is a Swiss recipe, which has a lot of onions in it. Yes, very good for you when you're sick. Okay, so we're all on the mend, but we're still, yes, okay. Oh, and there is work to be done. I still have to finish up all the gardening here. It's gonna freeze. I feel it in my bones. Yeah. But anyway, so there was one thing that I wanted to mention in the book of Job here. On the here are his friends. He obviously doesn't want his friends to be around, mainly because he doesn't want them to see him as he is, sick. Yes. And yeah, look at me. Do I look all that great right now? Yeah, I need a shower, you guys. And I don't want to get my hair wet. Just because I'm going, I can last another, right? Okay. I don't look all that hot right now either, do I? Yeah. My nose, and then okay. I cough anyway, otherwise, but yeah. And here, Job, interestingly enough, anytime one of his friends has something to say, he's got plenty to say back. How badly does he actually feel? Because I can tell you one thing. When I'm out of it, when I would be as sick as I'm being told Job is right now, I'd be going, guys, I'm not even sure why you're here, but I gotta rest. I'm gonna go back to sleep. I can't talk. I can't make... Yeah, Job, what's he doing? You got enough time. Okay, there you go. You got so much time to lament and complain out there. Hey, yeah? You're not feeling that bad yet, are you? Just say. So, we are in the book of Job 10. Since I have lost, all taste for life. I'm assuming here you're still talking. Job is, I shall give free rein to my complaining. What did I just say? He still has plenty of energy to complain. Okay, then. I shall let my embittered soul speak out. I shall say to God, do not condemn me. Tell me what your case is against me. Is it right for you to attack me in contempt for what you yourself have made, thus abetting the schemes of the wicked? Okay, so here's again. If we want to go with the story, it is Job talking, a masterpiece of poetry. Why is he blaming God? Does he have any evidence that God had anything to do with his suffering? Because as we know, according to the beginning of the book of Job, it's who's doing that to Job. Hey. Are your eyes mere human eyes? Do you see as human beings see? He's asking God that? Who created human beings? Okay. Okay, guys, let's just stick with it, right? Yes, the book of Job. I thought, okay. I obviously never read the book of Job in my past from beginning to end either. What did I read in the book of Job? What most people read, which is what? Okay. Are you mortal like human beings? Do your years pass as human days pass? You who inquire into my faults and investigate my sins, you know very well that I am innocent and that no one can rescue me from your grasp. I've talked about that in the last couple of chapters here, where I find it really interesting on how is there a human being out there actually living right now? I don't know about the past, but right now, that can say that they have obeyed all 10 commandments at all times through their life. Well, then what is this? What is Job asking? What's he asking God, actually? So, well, why you're looking at all my sins? Oh, so you have sins. You have sinned. Is Job kind of admitting that there were some things that, well, then why is he not willing to take responsibility? Pay indemnity? Just wondering. Why are there people out there who think that just because of for one reason or another, that they're going to get away with stuff? Why do they feel privileged like that? I wonder about that. Right? Yet they profess to be able to teach others. How the heck does that work? Just asking. Yes? There was someone that had posted something, and I said, well, okay, so you posted that and start acting more like it, because I don't see you actually doing what you're posting about someone else's words, this and that, I don't know what. And the person came back and said, well, why don't you start acting like that? Blah, 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 blah. I'm going, and I went in and said, okay, laugh out loud, I gotcha. And they loved, for some reason, my comment, not realizing that obviously you're not really willing to restore anything. What you want is for others to acknowledge their inability to follow God. Well, how does that help? Don't you need to have proper examples out there? Why are children not following their parents? Because the parents don't realize that they're doing enough things around their children that the children eventually realize you're all talk, but you do not walk the talk. Yes? Just saying. Your hands having shaped and created me. Oh, he does acknowledge that. Well, if he's, what was this just beforehand then? And now he's acknowledging your hands having shaped and created me. Well, then Job should know that, well, God does know. Everything about Job. How he feels, what he has done, what he hasn't done. He does. Job is very confused right now. And what confused him? Oh, being so sick. Everything's been taken from him, including his children. Well, again, his children are somewhere. They're not lost. All his stuff, so what? Okay. Did you need all that anyway? Is he really that sick? Now you change your mind and mean to destroy me. All from a physical standpoint, right? Yes. Oh. Having made me remember as though of clay, now you mean to turn me back into dust. Who did he, let's see, just about cuss out this snap for having given him life? Okay. Did you not pour me out like milk, and then let me thicken like curds? Clothe me with skin and flesh, and weave me of bone and sinew. In your love you gave me life, and in your care watched over my every breath. Yet all the while you had a secret plan. I know that you were biding your time to see if I should sin, and then not acquit me of my faults. I could say a whole lot to this right now, but I'm not going to, because Job's definitely okay. If we want to take this as Job, I've mentioned this before with drug addicts who were deeply into drugs and caused all kinds of havoc around them, including for themselves. Then when they clean up and sober up, they're not done. They're still on drugs. And not willing, yes, to acknowledge. I've never met anyone that isn't still caught in the claws of being a victim, that, oh, they had nothing to do with all that, and everyone else is to blame around them. And Job here reminds me very much of that right now. Yes, and it wouldn't matter what anybody were to say to him. It's like, no. Because it takes a lot of courage to admit to one's own feelings. Yes, people talk about that. Oh, you make a mistake, you just get up and you go again, this, that, blah, 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 blah. But really, admitting to oneself that one has made a mistake and then truly change something, there's very, very few people that have lived in the past and in the present so far that have actually done that. Very few people. Well, look around you. Look at yourself. Tell me I'm wrong. Woe to me if I am guilty. Yep, right there. Even if I am upright, I dare not lift my head. So overwhelmed with shame and drunk with pain I am. Proud as a lion, you hunt me down. Ah, see? What did he just do here? Oh, that sounds good though, but that would... Proud as a lion, you hunt me down, multiplying your exploits at my expense. You see? The true recognition of, I made a mistake, is not there. Attacking me again and again, your fury against me ever increasing, your troops assailing me, wave after wave. Why did you bring me out of the womb? I should have perished then, unseen by any eye, a being that had never been, to be carried from womb to grave. The days of my life are few enough. Turn your eyes away, leave me a little joy. before I go to the place of no return. Which is what exactly? To the land of darkness and shadow dark as death, where dimness and disorder hold sway, and light itself is like dead of night. So where does God live? Tell me, what did Job just say here? What does he believe in? Now? I find it interesting. It just kind of make me mad right at the end of this. The book of Job. Wow, what a disappointment again. What's going on here? Father, I really want to find some good stuff in here. The reason I can read these books like that now is because I know of the divine principle. I know of the New Testament and I know of the completed Testament. I wanted to know, how do the commoners feel? Right? And all those, the Maccabees, the Book of Kings and all that jazz, right? Yeah. And I'm getting it right now on how they truly feel and how they as well. And that's why I guess Israel never became the true Israel. On how the people, someone like Job, okay, it's a made-up story, are so disillusioned when things don't go 100% right because they feel that they believe in the right gauntlet, the one that will have them be fruitful, be successful, this, that. Yes, no. I find it interesting. I'm going to end with this. It just came to my mind, so I'm going to throw it in there. On how my youngest granddaughter, who is not quite 5 months old yet, she's also not feeling well. And on top of that, she had gotten some shots, yes, immunizations. And what else was there? And she's also dealing a little bit with this cold. And she is the one that carries it the best. And I wonder why. Why it is so, why she does so well. Though I know she's also in pain. She's been constipated. She has, okay, just saying. She's doing well. Just saying she's not completely unaffected by all of us being sick. Yet she is the happiest. Just goo goo gaga all the time. I noticed that. Well, I took her out yesterday. I'm sorry. Let's stop. I'm not done yet here. I can go on for a while, so let's not hope not. Let's hope not. I took her out and I said, let's start praying for the people in Florida and other places where they have these hurricanes and all that. And she just started smiling and looking at me intently and and I told her, let's say make a poem together about the beautiful day. Send some positive energy out there. And she was just absolutely with it. And then when I was done, I said, okay, it's your turn now. And she just looked at me like, no, you're doing good. Keep going. Uh, then yesterday evening, I started putting on some. I love Christian music, so put that on, and she was just, and I knew she wasn't feeling well, and she was ready for Mama to come home, and I put that on, and I put her in the stroller so she could see me, and she was just as happy as could be. And here I am singing to her, this and that. And she started to drift off to sleep. Okay, we had some Disney songs on. The good ones, the ones I like. I don't care what people say about Disney. There's some good stuff out there. Don't persecute every worker there, okay? Just because there's some really good stuff that comes out of Disney. Just saying. Don't be an idiot out there. Yeah? Well, anyway. And she started to drift off to sleep, which really was needed to happen for a little while anyway, so she'd be in good shape for the evening. And then I turned on and said, oh, okay, now she's asleep. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to turn on some Christian music, sing about Jesus and God, and da, da, da. And she was just out, happy. And it happens like that every time. I wonder if parents out there whose children have a bit of a hard time, they would start praying with them, letting them know. I sing to her about angels protecting her and the rest of us, and she responds to that in an incredible way, just like my children did too. Yes, any child that I know. I start talking about Jesus and God, Heavenly Parent, Heavenly Father, and the love that all surrounds us with that beautiful energy. Babies, calm down. Why do you think that is? Because they recognize something. They recognize something then in us that they are all about. What did Job say? You created me. You built me up, bone and sinew and all of that jazz. Which is, did he know that at that time? How would he have known that? Still, Job's gotten old enough to not recognize the miracle of all that, the beauty of all that. Now he's what? Using it as a what? An attack on God? Babies don't do that. Babies still recognize all of it for what it is, the absolute truth, absolute love. Yes? Anyway, that's what I want to end here with. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you and embrace you with love, and I will talk to you all, God willing. Talk to you again today. I might make one more. I'll go check on the baby and the daddy. Daddy's not feeling so well either. And otherwise, maybe tomorrow. Yes. Okay. Well, let's just see how it goes. Yeah. And that is that.